Okay, so today we are doing math, and we were working on some things, and I figured I would just start to record it. So for the math that she was doing, she was using the image below to help fill in the blanks. So she was given the image of these, and it says there are blank groups of 3. So we have our groups of 3, and she had to know, like counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 groups of 3, so there are blank sheep in all. And she went and she counted each one and came up to it being 18. So I wanted to just show, because I was actually going to teach her this way, so I figured we would just take it out into actual real world experiences. So I told her, to look at each one of these 6 as people. And each person gets 3 sheep, and that I told her that was equivalent to 6 times 3, just so she can get an idea of how this is tying into multiplication. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do some more. You can have a seat. We're going to do some more. So we have, I'm going to show the camera. All right, so we have 3 animals. We have a swan, a cat, and an owl. Okay, and all 3 of these animals would like to do some drawing. They want to color for some reason, because owls can color with their feathers, right? That makes sense. No, I'm checking. But they all want to do some coloring. Or, no, we're just going to do coloring. We're going to get creative. Okay? So now I came in. Okay, for the coloring class today, we have markers. Ooh, but there's 3 of you. So I guess a fair way of me doing that would be... Oh, gosh. A fair way would be, these are my markers. You feel me? I guess I'll give you 1, okay, and I'll give you 3, and I guess I'll give you 2. All right, great. That's a fair way of doing that, right? No. And then I just take, huh?
No.
That's not a fair way of doing that?
No.
Man. Well, can you show me how I should do it?
Okay. So if she was gonna have 1 marker, then they all did 1 marker.
Okay, so now you have 1 marker, you have 1 marker, and you have 1 marker. Okay, awesome. Well, I guess I can share some more. What about those ones in your hand?
So if they wanted 2, they all did 2.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Okay, well, before you do that, can you actually take those markers that you just put away, that you just put down, can you pick them back up for me? I want to show you what this is in multiplication.
Okay.
So, how many animals do you have?
3.
Okay, so we have 3, and then we have times, and how many markers did each one get?
1.
1. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 times 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what is 3 times 1? How many markers in all?
3.
3. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to do, because we have more markers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. So you have more markers in your hand. Can you give them out so that it's nice and even?
Mm-hmm. 1 marker for you, 1 marker for you, 1 marker for
They all have 2. So how many people do we have? How many groups do we have?
3.
We have 3 groups. And how many are in each group?
2.
2. So this is like 3 times 2 in each group. And so how many are there in all?
6.
6. Okay, so that's equivalent to saying 3 times 2. So we have 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. I have more markers though. Okay. And I guess I can give them all to you unless you want me here. I'm gonna give them all to you, okay?
Okay.
But I don't want you to divide them all up just yet. I want us to take our time just for now, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to go ahead and give everyone one more.
Okay. 1 for you. 1 for you. 1 for you. And now it's all even because they all have 3.
They all have 3, exactly. So can you tell me a multiplication equation? What would that look like? These are called equations. So what would that multiplication equation look like?
So we have 3 animals, so it would be 3.
Okay. All right, what else?
And they all did 3 markers, so that means it would be 3 too.
3 in each group. So we have 3
Times
multiplied by how many?
3.
3. And how much is that? Nine. Good. So 3 times 3 is 9. Ooh. Okay, we have more markers though. Okay?
Okay.
This time though, I want you, I'm going to share them all. Okay? I was going to keep some for myself, but I said, you know what? It's not fair because I'm not even going to color. I don't even need them. So, I'm going to just give them all to them. So I want you to give the rest to each one of them equally until you have no markers left.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, all right, so can you give me the math equation, please?
Okay. So there's 3 animals, so it'd be 3.
Okay, so we have 3 animals.
And they all got 5 markers, so it would be 5.
5. And what sign would be here? Is it an addition sign, minus sign, multiplication sign? Good. So time. So now this is 3 multiplied 3 times 3 multiplied. Just trying to get the words out there. 3 multiplied by 5. And so how much is that? That's a lot. Woo. Can she do it?
$15.
15. Awesome. Great job. So it's all even. So I want you to tell me, how many markers did I have in all? When I came here with the rubber band and markers and I said, what's up? How many markers was all of that? Good job. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's how you can be able to figure out how much of something that you had or that you have. That would be division. But I'm not gonna go there yet.
Why?
Because I can use it from whenever we start division. Okay. But that we were able to take those 15 markers and give everyone. Well, that would be dividing. But we were able to make sure that each person multiplied. They continue to multiply the same amount of markers as everyone. So now it's nice and fair. Okay?
Okay.
So I want to give you possibly a challenge one, okay? Because I had you do something extra, right? I had you put all of them down, but we kind of missed one, okay? So if you notice with this multiplication, first we started off with how many groups? How many in a group did we start off with?
1,
How many was the next one? Did we start off in a group?
2,
The next one?
3,
And the last one?
5,
Okay, so we skipped one. What did we skip?
4,
4, if you notice that pattern. Good job. So just say if we had 4 in a group, okay? And how many?
3
3, okay? And
times 4.
3 times 4. So what's 3 times 4?
Look.
Oh. That's the lead right there.
Wow.
12. Good job. Awesome. Excuse me as I sharpen this pencil. Ooh, she laughs. Getting there. Getting there. Okay, perfect. Great job. So 12. Okay, so that is what you're doing when you multiply. Okay, so each person is continuing to multiply. The higher they go up. So the higher the amount in each group, the more this number down here multiplies. You get it?
I think.
So the higher this goes up, the more this multiplies. So this went from 1 and that was 3. And then when we doubled it, we put 2, this doubled. When we had 3, this tripled. Then it quadrupled. And this kept going up higher and higher. Okay? So every time we went up in each group, we multiplied this number. Okay? So I actually want you to take a look at this cool thing that we were looking at the other day.
I have to do that for that too.
Well, I just want you to see the resemblance. I just want you to see what this means. I wasn't really able to explain to you what this means.
What means?
This board. Well, I mean, I was a little bit, but not as much.
So
Yes, it is very rainbowy.
So did you do this to make multiplication fun?
Yeah, and just more engaging. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's not colorful. Ooh. Okay? But I want you to first.
It has like bubble popping.
Exactly. So first, I want you to find 3.
3.
See, okay, yes. So 3. You just go ahead and find 3. Whoa. All right. So we have 3 times what number?
1.
1 equals 3. Awesome. All right. So unpop them.
Pop, 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 pop. Popping bubbles.
Popping bubbles. All right. So now we're gonna skip a big one. I want you to do 3 times 5. Well, see, when you're doing this, you went 1. This is the 1 group. So you went 3 times 1 is 5. That's what you just did.
Okay.
Okay? So let's try that again.
Okay.
let's do this again. Unpop them. We'll take baby steps. Okay? So let's just go to the next one. I want you to do 3 times 2.
Okay.
Be gentle with it because they can pop out, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so let's not be too rough with it. All right, awesome. Okay, so you just went into the 3 category.
Okay.
So unpop that. Plus, when you're in the 3 let's go back to this. When you're in this 3 category, you realize when you go over here, it's at 2. So you're actually doing 2 times 3. Well, which is actually, that is what we're doing, but we're actually not doing 2 times 3. We're doing 3 times 2.
Okay.
Same answer. As you see, you get the same answer, right?
Mhm.
But we're doing it a specific way. I'm just teaching you how this board works, okay? So it makes sense, okay? So we have 3 times 2, and you see when they come together, whoop, that gives you 6, okay? All right, undo that for me. All right, so now I want you to do 3 times 3. Good job. And as you see when they come together, whoop, times. All right?
Okay.
Awesome. So now let's jump. Whoop, 3 times 5. Awesome. Great job. High five. So that's how that board works. If you're trying to figure out what does this mean, it's whenever you put this times this and they come together at this point. Okay? But like I said, can you leave these here? I want you to do 5. I want you to switch them up. So just say we had 5 of these, which we don't. Let's say we had 5 and they each get 3. So we're basically just swapping these guys. Okay? 5 times 3. What's the answer? So you always start here at the times. 5. I want you to press the poppers so I can see what's going on in your head. That's already popped. That's why I had you leave everything already popped. That is already out. I'll undo this one. Okay. But go to 5. Now that's going the wrong way. We have to start here. So just say if you're doing 7 times 2, you're going to do 7 times 2. Okay?
Okay.
So, but this is your pop inside here. This is where you always start, and then you go off and do other things. So I want you to do 5. Go ahead. 5.
5.
That's already pressed. And I left it pressed because it's not in the times popping. This is where you start off at.
Okay.
This is where we start off. Before you go anywhere off at, it's like reading a book. You start here first, and then you go out. Okay? Go to 5. 5. Times 3 is 15. See how it went here?
But why does it like equal the same?
Because you're using the same numbers. I'm doing this so you can see how to use this board as we go forward, but it still gives you the same answer. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I just wanted you to see that similarity. Okay? All right. So, yeah, you're done. We're going to go ahead and go do something else now, okay?
Okay.
All right.